So I recently took my wife's Toyota Highlander on a week-long camping trip up to Yellowstone, and I went well, everything was good, but she didn't have curtains over her side windows. Over these windows right here. And that was a bit of a problem because I like having all the windows covered. For the front window, we have one of these things, one of these just reflective standard windshield covers. For most of the other windows, I have cut black poster board to fit. So, for example, this piece just gets press fit up into this window. And so between those things, it covered all of the windows except these ones. And these are the important ones because these are the ones that, well, basically my head is right here. And so I want people to be able to look down onto me while I'm sleeping. And I just like to have it nice and dark when I'm sleeping. So anyway, I wanted curtains for these windows, and I'll show you what I came up with. Here was the solution. So it's kind of hard to see like this. Let me bring them down. It's a piece of PVC, and it has been attached to the grab handles with some zip ties or cable ties, whatever you want to call them. This is just a rectangular piece of fabric from an old sheet. I cut that up to fit, and then I attached the sheet to the PVC pipe with some loops of Velcro. I sewed these on, and so these can just Velcro on and off. And it works actually surprisingly well. And really the PVC is the key here. In my car, I have some cord running along the entire side of the car, some shock cord, some elastic cord. And it's anchored in the back, which lets me string the cord all along here, and so it gives me a nice thing to hang the fabric from. In this car, in my wife's car, there was nothing back here that I could anchor it to, and so I decided to just have something rigid to attach to the grab handles, and it's this piece of PVC. Now I made this out of scrap materials that I already had, and so if I were to do this purposefully, I would make this piece of pipe a little bit longer. You could even extend it all the way over the front window to have a curtain that covers, basically the entire side. And same thing with the back. You could have this piece of pipe extend all the way back here and then just have that curtain hang from it. And by the way, I'm accompanied by my cute little sidekick who is eager, as always, to go on an adventure. Now there are lots of different ways you could make something like this. I used PVC, and you could use PVC. This is 1/2-inch PVC. You could use wooden dowels, anything long and skinny you could use to attach it to the grab handle. And speaking of attaching it to the grab handle, like I said, I used zip ties or cable ties. You could use gear ties. Those are those heavy duty, reusable, rubberized, twisty ties. You could use Velcro, you could just tie it on there. I had these zip ties laying around. They actually weren't long enough, the individual ones, so I just put 2 of them together and use that. So there are 2 here and 2 here. These are the ones that I used. You'd probably want something a little bit longer. These are just a little bit too short for the PVC. But anyway, I used 2 of these. And then instead of sewing, if you don't want to sew, so I had this scrap Velcro around, and so I just sewed it on. I have a sewing machine and I'm comfortable with sewing, so I just did that. If you didn't want to do that, you could do something like this. You could attach a binder clip and then attach this to the PVC with a zip tie. So let me try that here. Got the binder clip on here. These are relatively small binder clips, and I think they will work well. And let's see how this works. Yeah, look at that. That works great. And no sewing required. Pretty simple. And like I said, this is just an old sheet. If I were to purposefully build this, I would probably use a black sheet material. You can get a big twin-sized black sheet from Walmart for $5, and that's more than enough to make a couple even big curtains that you might need to do. You could also, of course, use blackout fabric if you really do want to completely drown out all the sun. And again, you can get curtains like that at Walmart or online. And basically that's it. Like I said, super simple, super cheap. This was free for me to make. I didn't buy any additional materials, and then the fabric can just kind of, you can just kind of stick it up here. Of course this side fell down immediately, but if you do it right, if you take the time to do it, you can have it stick up there nicely during the day while you're driving. So it's cheap to make, it's easy to make, it's fast to make, easily removable. What more do you need? Hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.